Hey everybody, Stu Carter here from MyTimeMoney.com, and if you've seen my last couple of videos, you know that I'm stuck here at home alone all weekend because my Jeep is broke. It's Thanksgiving, but I'm not going anywhere. And I also told you I've got a backlog of new toys that I intend to do video reviews of, and so I thought since I'm kind of stuck here, I'd try to crank these out as fast as I can. And I want your help to try to pick which ones we're going to do first. So I'm going to show to you all the backlog of toys I've got, and you can help me decide which ones to show first. The first one I'm going to do this Rapunzel doll from Tangled the movie, because that movie was just released, and I want the kids who've been seeing this movie to know about this doll. Okay, so that's going to be the next video. Well, first in the big toys category in Star Wars, I've got this Millennium Falcon. Now this came out last year, so there's no real big rush to do this, and also I intend to do some special work with this. We're going to actually take this into space and drive it around a little bit, but I wanted you to see that we've got it. And also I've got this year's big Star Wars toy, and that is the AT-AT Walker. Some of you have been seeing this in the background on some of my sets, and we're going to do a special treatment with this as well. We'll probably try and see if we can't walk it around a little bit. And I actually bought a little Stormtrooper army just to go with this. So, you know, I know you may be dying to see it, and if you really want to see it, I can do it sooner. We'll try and we'll see what we can do. Now, in some smaller Star Wars stuff, I do have this AT-ST Walker, Walmart exclusive, and I could have this one play with the AT-AT Walker, you know, in a future video. So it would be fun to knock this out and then have it available to make a scene with the other Walker. And I've got some other Star Wars toys I haven't talked about. Here's a Jedi Starfighter, Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, and that's available to review. And a little bit larger, here's a Toys R Us exclusive TIE Interceptor. This would be Darth Vader's favorite craft, would it? Yep. So I could do this as well. And while we're on Star Wars, I have the Clone Turbo Tank by Lego. You know, we first saw a preview of this from Toy Fair last February, and I actually got an assistant to actually build it for me, so it's pretty much ready to go. Although I'm going to do more than just a normal review. I'll do probably a 3-part review on this one because it's so complicated. I do kind of need to do this one soon because I intend, once I'm finished, to pack it up and ship it off to my son who lives overseas. And it's not just boys' toys. I review girls' toys too, and you guys be nice. There's some people who want to see dolls, and I've got this Justin Bieber singing doll I haven't talked about yet, and I've got some of these new things called Zoobles. I'm not even sure what they do, but I've got this pack here, and I've got a single pack here. I probably need to talk about these, whatever they are. We need to find out what they can do. And some people like Zhu Zhu Pets, and I've got this big play set, and I've got a bunch of the characters here that I haven't talked about at all, including some of these new battle armor Zhu Zhu warrior things, whatever they are. And you know, these Zhu Zhu Pets were like the hot thing last year. You could not get these. And you know, I'm sure there's a lot of fans of Zhu Zhu Pets, so we could do these. And then for guys who like guns, I've got this Nerf Stampede ECS Ultimate Full Auto Clip System Blaster. Yeah, but I may have to ask you to wait a little while because I've got something special coming. I've got depleted uranium rounds coming from Russia. We're going to try in here so we can get more firepower. And back to dolls, you know, the Monster High line, this is this year's, you can't find them toy. I've got this Hold High doll I need to talk about. And I have to finish talking about the first wave of dolls. This is Frankie Stein. I've already filmed her a little bit, and I haven't talked yet about Claudine Wolf. We've got to talk about her. And Laguna Blue. These are all from the first wave of the Monster High dolls from Mattel. Wildly popular this year. And then some other toys you may not know as much about from Square Enix. We've got these Final Fantasy toys. They've been in stores a little while. It's just taken me a long time to get to talking about them. Those are nice. Bioshock 2, we saw these, a preview of these from Toy Fair in New York last February. I showed you a preview of these. Very interesting. Something a little newer, Assassin's Creed 2, the game, has been advertised heavily. And I've got the first 2 figures that came out for these. And they look pretty nice. These are by NECA. We can talk about those. Also, I've got a Battlestar Galactica Warrior Cylon. Battlestar Galactica continues. It doesn't go away, does it? And then something odd called Hero 108. I've got a series of these. They've been out in stores a while, but hardly anybody knows about these, I guess. And they're by Playmates Toys. They're kind of cute, something different. Now, the Last Airbender movie was out this summer, and so I've taken way too long to talk about the toys from that show, and they've even released a DVD, I believe. But I've got this big play set, and I've got the first, and as far as I know, only wave of action figures from that movie, and we could talk about them as well. From G.I. Joe, I've got a mission headset, Call to Action. I may have to wait a little bit on this because I have a plan to upgrade this and use it to call in an airstrike in my backyard. But I want to let you know I have this. It's available. And also from the movie Astro Boy that came out this summer. Got a couple of figures here. Astro Boy has a special place in my heart because I can remember the anime from Japan. And it's been around, I don't know, about 50 years, I forget. And then also the hot new Cartoon Network show, Generator X. I've still got two toys here that I haven't reviewed yet, and I know that there's a new Generator X toy in or out from Mattel, may come in Monday or Tuesday. Halo Reach, you know, McFarlane has put out their first wave of toys for Halo Reach, and I've got two more figures I haven't talked about yet. I talked about 3 already, and when I do these, I'm going to compare them. At least I've got one Elite here. I'm going to compare him to one of the old Elite figures from Racing Champions, Joyride Studios. And that may be kind of fun. And while we're on Halo, I also have from Mega Blocks, the Mega company, these cool drop pods. These are not Halo Reach, they're just Halo Universe. And they look pretty nice, and you know, Mega has a whole line of little minifigures, very affordable to go with Halo. So we could do those. Also, if you like G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, I've got a couple of vehicles here. This one's called Crimson Hydra. Looks a lot like a stealth aircraft, U.S. Air Force style. And then here's a Steel Crusher APV vehicle, and we could talk about these. These have been on store shelves for a while though. From the Avatar movie, I'm so late, even the DVD's out now. And I've got a bunch. I've got this Leonopteryx thing, that's that bird that the guys would fly, and I've got a smaller version, Jake's Banshee, and I got a Colonel Quaritch figure for him so he can drive in some of these ships. Here I've got 2 ships. I've got a Scorpion gunship, fires 2 missiles. And finally, I've got the RDA grinder vehicle, which I don't remember from the movie. Maybe you saw it. I don't know. Well, that's a lot of cool stuff there. And then from Tech Deck, for people who like skateboarding, Spin Master released a line of these pros. They're like little figures of actual well-known pro skateboard designers and skaters. And this is kind of an upgrade from the dudes that they used to do. They're not doing dudes anymore, at least not this year. We could talk about them. And if you like finger bikes, I've got some of these Flick Trick finger bikes I've never opened. And some of these are in larger packs, these bike shop assortments. And then some of these are these small ones. And they've got BMX bikes and various other kinds of trick bikes. And I've got several of these still to show. And do you like Transformers? Well, one thing I've learned that when it comes to Transformers, people like big ones. And when I saw this one, it's a Toys R Us exclusive. I saw it on the shelf. It says the Unicron. It's huge. I said I had to get this when I saw this. I've got this one I could talk about, and I've got another a Walmart exclusive. It says it's robots in the size Masterpiece Skywarp. And I presume that this one is very detailed in his ability to transform. This would be an interesting one. Now, I know a lot of you guys are itching to see that Beyblades versus Battle Strikers fight, you know, fight to the finish for the championship of the world. And we're going to do that. I want you to be patient, please. I'm going to need my assistant here to help me with this battle. And she won't be around this week. And also, I would like your advice on which Beyblades to use. I've only got these 3 that I used in my first reviews, and there's been some new ones. Perhaps you could send me some messages or comments about which Beyblades you'd like to see fighting, which ones you think would work best with the Battle Strikers Metal XS. And we'll do a very thorough series of tournaments with these 2. I'd also be aware that Battle Strikers were discontinued, so if you really do like Battle Strikers, I suggest you get into the stores and get those before they're gone. So we're going to do that though. And do you like Bakugan? Well, I've got the Dragonoid Colossus. I did the companion piece earlier. This one is the auto-transforming Bakugan. I've also got a Neo Dragonoid here that transforms. I haven't completed a review of him yet. And then of the regular Bakugan, I've got the Super Assault Baku Vice to talk about. I've got this Baku Boost. I've got several of these to talk about. I've got several Battle Gear I could talk about. And I've got several of the Deca Bakugan I could be talking about too. It's almost too much. And I know there's a lot of Ben 10 fans out there, and here's what I still have that I haven't done reviews on. The Legacy Omnitrix. Actually, I was hoping to get some plutonium fuel rods to put into this to give it more power and do some special experiments. If I was going to do that, it's going to take longer to review it than just this weekend. But that's available. Also a little easier to work with would be Ultimate Spidermonkey Deluxe DNA Alien figure. He's here. We're still waiting for new Ben 10 toys. I have never talked about this 2-pack of Alien minifigures with Wrath and looks like Ultimate Humongousaur there. I haven't talked about that. And then of course, a lot of people are waiting for me to do the Benz Mark 10, the vehicle. Please wait. I've got plutonium fuel coming from Russia. We're going to take this out on the street and give it a test with some turbo boost. And you're going to be amazed at what can happen, I suspect, with this. Now, also, I have never done Vilgax's Battleship. I've still got one left here. You can't find these in stores anymore. And this is available. And we can have some fun with this. Perhaps take it out in space a little bit. And I could easily talk about the 3-pack, the 3-set of the Ultimate Alien vehicles. You had 3 different vehicles, one with Ben, one with Gwen, and one with Kevin Levin. And these are still, these are in stores now. Well, that's about all I have of new toys I could be showing you that I could be making video reviews for. Please send in your suggestions. And before I sign out, I wanted to show you a couple of these are old Dragon Ball Z toys. I've been in the toy business for 10 years, and over time I've collected a lot of my own. And I will be talking about these over time, probably in the first half of next year. I'll call these my toy history reviews, okay? But until you see me next time, have a good day.